Welcome to Unfinished.
You can't get nothing in this world if you don't first believe you deserve it. Confidence is walking into a room full of people, not knowing anybody, and being able to put a smile on everybody's face. Confidence is being able to dance like no one's watching, love like you've never been hurt, and work like you don't need the money. That's confidence. Bella, your whole name says it all. Kick it off. This is all you.
Today we have a famous, like an infamous person, and I know everybody's looking at me in this room, but it's not me today.
Wow.
Okay?
I'm shocked.
Wow.
Okay, it's not me.
Shocker.
I know. This person is definitely much more infamous in the city than me. Has much more talent. Because a lot of people think I'm talentless, you know? But I'm not. I just try to hide my gifts. This brother right here, I've actually been hearing a lot of buzz about him. You know, a lot of people, before they meet me, they have this image of me like, oh, once they finally meet me, I'm like, they tell me stuff like, oh, you're not as people described. And usually people don't tell me what I've been described as.
What are you described as? I want to know.
I'm just, you know, we're not gonna talk about. Today's not about me. It's about the person I'm about to introduce because I fell into that trap. So I heard about DJ Hilka this summer, and his name would ring bells. Like, oh my God, DJ Hilka. Oh my God, he DJs at this spot, and he's really up to date with the music. He's not like your typical Somali DJ. And so there's a stigma in Toronto about Somali DJs. Let's take it back to like the early 2000s. Do you guys remember a guy named DJ Tiger?
Yep.
Well, DJ Tiger is my brother-in-law. Well,
Really?
Well, my cousin's husband. So let's just say my close in-law. Somali in-law, Karabu, you know, type. And so he used to do these infamous parties called Rawaya. Does anybody remember that? Where people would come together with like a Somali party.
Yep.
And then I used to be like, oh my God, my brother-in-law is going to do the party. Let's go. And they were like, he's a Somali DJ? We're not going to that. What are they going to play? Get down on it. Get down on it. So there used to be a stigma saying that like Somali DJs just suck. And I feel like they don't. They weren't kind of in tuned, and as a DJ you have to be up to date with music. So this DJ has changed the game for Somali DJs, you know. And welcome my brother DJ Hilka. Yeah. So welcome. DJ Hilka, talk to us.
Wallahi, I'm feeling very comfortable to be here with Unfinished family.
Hey.
That's all I'm saying. And just trying to say what's up, what are you guys dealing with?
Yeah. So we said today it's not going to be like an interview. DJ Hilka always comes, helps us with our audios, and we're like a family here. This is not like, we're not going to grill him. We're just going to have a regular, organic conversation on who he is, where he comes from, how he came to Toronto, and just how he started his career in DJing. So Hilka, first of all, let's start with how you got that name, because after Bella Big Deal, a name like DJ Hilka has to come, right? I know Nomad and like Smooth right now, they're big mad, but Hilka, take it from there. How did the name DJ Hilka come? What's the meaning behind it? Is there a story?
Actually, there were no story for that name.
Yeah.
Actually, it's one of my names. I have 3 names, which 2 of it I don't want to share it with you guys.
Okay.
And Hilka is 3rd one.
What does Hilka mean?
So Hilka is one of my names, and I have 3 names, which 2 of it I don't want to share with you guys.
Top secret.
Knows.
Those who knows, who knows.
Yeah,
you know.
You got the
But
sauce.
Hilka is the 3rd one, and I found Hilka through from my dad, ILHAN. Rest in peace.
We're gonna talk about that a little later.
2007. So he used to call me Hilka, and Hilka means supporter. In the Somali name, Hilka, like qof aa u hiilinaysid, like somebody that you want to support. So
like you can lean on. You're like
and actually
Reliable.
Yeah, and actually supporting is part of my life.
That's beautiful. That's actually very beautiful.
Something I admire about you is you're always willing to help at any given moment. You're just one phone call away. How did you get to that mindset?
It's because I believe when you help somebody, let's say you help 10 people. 9 people might not appreciate, but the 10th one might appreciate and help you back when you need that time.
Absolutely.
That's a big point, because this world is a numbers game. It all comes down to keep knocking on the doors. You never know what door's going to open for you.
Yeah, so I seen it in a real life even.
Of course.
Yeah, I seen it in
the
real
more you
life.
give, the more you get, right?
The more you get. Yeah. That's how life goes. Life is like a chain.
Full circle.
When your turn comes, you have to give. So like the time you need to get everything it will be easy for you. Every door will open for you. That's what I believe.
I definitely agree with you on that. You know, there's a saying, success is when preparation meets opportunity. And you got very strong work ethic. How did you develop that work ethic, especially coming to Canada in less than a year?
Actually,
it's been over a year and a half now, right?
So to start, like, did you know anybody here? Did you already DJ before you came to Canada?
Yeah, actually, this is a funny story.
Yeah, take it from there. Walk us through it.
I've been DJing for more than 10 years before I come to Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
I made a lot of world tours in different countries. The time that I was coming to Canada, I decided to quit DJing. That's the funny story.
It's crazy. Why did you decide to quit it?
Because I've been in the game for more than 10 years.
You're getting tired.
Yeah, and I seen a lot of opportunities. Why I'm back in the game right now is because of I'm a part of music and my life is part of music. So me and music we're like together, you know. And the thing is my everything that I'm doing is all about music. Like if I'm doing a real life work, if I'm attending a real life job, which is 8 hours, I must do music out of like 4 to 5 hours out of my 24 hours. That's me.
You know, like Bella talks about it, like you gotta be beating to your own drum.
Yeah.
You beat to your own drum. I see the way you move. You talk different. Bella talks different.
How do I talk different?
Smooth talks different. You very different. Very different. You know.
We're not going to get into that. It's not about you again.
Yeah.
Right.
We're talking about the infamous, the great, the legendary DJ Hilka today, and we're talking about confidence.
I'll tell you guys one thing. What DJ Hilka has is he's bridged two different age groups. So he has the attention of the younger generation because the girls that even talk to me about DJ Hilka are younger than 25. And you also have strong ties with the older Somali community. That was always the problem with Somali DJs is that the music that they played didn't really resonate with everybody. You know? And so I feel like you've bridged that gap. And so how do you bring them together? How does that work? How does one DJ do that?
Actually, what if I tell you I am the youngest Somalian DJ?
Hey? In the GTA?
In the game.
In the worldwide game.
In the game. I don't think there is a younger DJ than me.
Okay.
And I'm between 20 to 30.
Okay.
So the other DJs are most of them. Some of them are 28. Some of them are 20. Some of them the Somali DJs that I know. Like we connect to each other's. Like I know plenty Somali DJs are professionals and non-professionals. Like everybody, all of them, most of them are older than me. I never seen a Somali DJ who are younger than me. And I wish I want to meet one time. Like,
that makes sense. What you're saying, basically, you're around different age groups of DJs, so you see other people's skill and how they use their DJing, and that's how you're able to bridge the gap because you're younger than them. So you're more closer to us.
Yeah,
in music that you listen to, and then you are also able to listen to like other DJs' music. That's how you pick up.
DJing, it's all about how are you being eligible, like to how are you being updates in the game, like in the music.
Staying up to date, exactly.
Alhamdulillah, what if I tell you right now I passed being a DJ to being a producer?
Okay.
And I produce a lot of things. And why I'm still connected with the young generation is because I'm still in my 20th age.
Yes.
And plus I'm updated. And plus we're in GTA.
Of course.
You know how the party goes.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, if you want to make something in this city,
you need to be able to be up to date.
You need to be connected with the new generation in this city. So yeah, shout out to you guys. You guys are the one who's making it happen in the town.
Hey.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, a lot of people were saying like DJing. I was listening to another radio station on my way to work today, and they were saying like it was a pandemic, it's COVID, and so a lot of DJs don't have the ability to craft what they want to do and be able to. So how do you still do your hobby or make money off DJing? Is this your full career or now you're producing?
Actually, if it's been a career, alhamdulillah, I reached where that I've been beside Burna Boy.
Okay.
That time Burna Boy, nobody knew him in GTA or especially Somalis.
He said, "Burna Boy." You know Burna Boy, right, guys? Come. Say it with your chest.
I said,
Burna Boy.
Burna.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Dangote, Burna Boy, like whatever you call Burna Boy.
He just won a Grammy.
Yeah. The new Grammy African.
Yeah.
This is the second time that he's winning the Grammy. I made a tour with him in 2015 to Nigeria, Lagos, and Abuja, to Ghana, Senegal, and Cameroon.
That's dope.
With Burna Boy, and I'm still humble.
You gotta stay hungry. You know, one thing I always reiterate is confidence is not accomplishments. It's not based on what you have. It's based on what you believe. And you gotta have confidence when you have money and don't have money.
It's a mental state.
It's a mental state. You gotta believe there's always something wonderful about to happen. That's a saying by Coco Chanel.
Yes.
Positive mentality is something that we all preach on.
You're not afraid to make mistakes. You're not afraid to look like a fool.
Yeah, simple. One thing that I took it from my older brother. Actually, he is the second oldest of my family. Shout out to him. That's my brother. That's like my blood brother.
Okay.
He gave me one advice. He said, like, anything you have a chance to do today, don't make it tomorrow.
That's dope.
Just do it. Just do it.
Because you don't know.
And don't think about the results. Don't think about the result is gonna be far. Don't just give up. Just do it. And it helped me a lot.
You gotta be hungry.
Yeah, you gotta be hungry. Things that I'm telling you is how, like the question that Bella just asked me, how you still making your money in pandemic?
Because I know that DJs, like, it hit them hard. Like anybody that's in the entertainment business.
To me, music and money is different. It's different to me. And music is part of my life, not to make money from it. That's what I believe. And I don't believe you can be in the music when you are not making money. Of course, I'm in the music when I'm making money and when I'm not making money. Both.
So you do it more as a hobby?
Yes. I practice every single day when I'm not even doing nothing from it.
You know, like, you got to think about drive. Like, what drives you on a day-to-day basis? When I look at DJ Hilka, he wears his heart on his sleeve. Bella wears her heart on his sleeve. Smooth wears his heart on his sleeve. And that all stems from something that happened when you were younger, where you said, I don't want anybody around me to ever feel what I felt in a moment in your life. And that pushed you to do better. That pushed you to overcome all types of obstacles. You go through hardships every step of the way. And the thing about life is it only gets harder as you age every step of the way. You got to put yourself in very uncomfortable positions. There's this book called Instant Millionaire. And in the book, they talk about you got to put yourself in a position where there's no retreating. There's no going back. Like, it's either sink or swim. And I want to hear about the time that you had in Malaysia when you had nobody around you, nobody with you. Everybody's telling you you can't do it. But DJ Hilka, he know he could do it.
Actually, shout out to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Boom, boom, boom.
I'm telling you, that's just like my hometown. I feel like I came from there because I've been living there almost 22 years.
Wow.
How old were you when you first got there?
4 years. So you guys
4 years old?
I am. So anyway, now almost I'm in Toronto by like 1 year and some like couple of months.
Yeah.
So So shout out to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. It's like a mommy to me, like, to be honest. And I love Malaysia anyway because I had all my experience there. Could be struggling, if it could be enjoyment, everything. I had all my life there. And I seen people when I was young, especially. And music is not something that you go and look for it. Like, if you even go to a university to be a DJ, if you don't have a talent for it, you won't do it. That's what I believe.
Because there's no specific way to learn it, right?
Yeah, because God never gave you a talent for it. So, yeah, I used to be in a small room, which is my room that I stay in my house. Like, I remember when I was, like, on my 14th age, 13th age, like, I used to have a Mixcraft software that I used to master voices, and I used to create music. And at the same time, I used to have a virtual DJ app in my computer on a side that DJ I used to start mixing.
He's from the mud.
I had Mixcraft when it was Mixcraft 4, who knows. And I had virtual DJ when it was virtual DJ 1.
Wow.
So now
what
it's
those
10.
two things are?
Mixcraft is when you are
Software.
mastering voices, like vocals, everything, like things that we're recording on something like that.
You taught yourself?
That's what I did it by myself. People used to tell me when I'm doing this, when they some people used to visit us in the house, like the relatives, something like that, and they used to come home and used to see me me doing all these things. They used to say, yo, you won't get nothing from this.
Yeah.
You will never reach any level in this.
And I think I just sorry to
Stop
interrupt you.
doing
Yeah,
what are you doing?
I don't think it's ever because people are just being negative.
Some
I think it's
people
just with DJ. You know what it is with DJing? People just want to. Somalis have the notation like with modeling. Like Somali girls are modeling across the board now. Before it was like, you're not going to be a model. So I feel like we're
Breaking the mold.
We're breaking the mold. We're not really familiarized with that kind of career life choice. So when you're young, your parents are like music is kadimi but now it's like people are understanding that everybody's going to choose their own career path and it's not yours to choose for them. And so I can understand. Like I feel like if I started mixtaping in my room, somebody would be like, "What you doing, girl?
Yeah.
You better go try to be a doctor or something."
Some people even I remember. Some people went to my mom and was like, "Your son is running out. Your son is gonna be crazy soon."
Somali's in the stigma of
couple of people,
It's that trap music.
And I seen that people are level where they don't even have a face to come in front of me and ask me what they want. That's the level that they reach right now. Like ask somebody else to come to me and ask me to do something for them.
Wow.
And I still did it. I still did it because this person is I knew this person since I've been young, So
are you saying that with success comes like this idea that people are no longer comfortable to just walk up to you? It's harder when people that you used to know, like they choose a life like DJing or something. Obviously it comes with money, right? Nothing is free anymore.
Yeah.
The Somali community, a problem that we have is we always want to get discount from our people. We always want to get something for free. When it comes to other people's services, we're willing to pay more and double just because of our own insecurities or just ask somebody to do something for you. I think with anybody, if it's a business, whether it's DJing, whether it's a hair salon, especially if they're Somali, you should not be like bargaining with them. You feel me?
Yeah.
So people want to either get shit for free, and that's why they're asking other people to ask you, or they're just intimidated.
They're trying to ting you. Trying to ting you. You said that last week.
Yeah. Somalis are known for that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Smooth.
I want to hear.
Actually, I scared from Smooth. Right? Actually, I scared from Smooth, because
why?
When I used to record the podcast, these days, sorry guys, I've been
MIA. He got a life. We're gonna find out which.
No, it's not. It's not like that.
Her name's Ayan Halima Fatima. We're about to find. You want DJ Hilka?
Don't be throwing my friend under the bus, eh?
So that days he's with us, then you left me to these guys to do the audio. You know what it is? After the first episode, Makla and Bella Big Deal's taking over this whole show, so they playing around with my audio. So I need you to come back, you know what I'm trying to say? And deal with these people.
Alhamdulillah, I went back to my education, Hortane. That's why
beautiful.
That I've never been with the team, but I've been with the team in generally,
Always.
And I will be there always, So I always been around and seen Smoothie. What kind of questions that is he throwing to the people?
Smoothie, I like that.
Yo, this guy he have the most dangerous question that I ever seen, eh?
What is that?
I don't even know. I always scared from this guy to ask me questions.
No. You know what the crazy part is?
This guy will ask you a deep questions.
And you're like, yeah, what are you supposed to say to that, right? He does that to me all the time. He always paints me out to be a parole officer because I always say like I need a guy to call me every single day. And now he put it into the world that I'm a parole officer.
Ladies and gentlemen, from today we are calling him Smoothie, eh?
Smoothie.
So the question I have for you, like it's from the real niggas, you feel me?
Yeah.
Real niggas want to know, right?
Grrr.
On a side note, you know what I mean? A little fun topic, you feel me?
Yeah.
Since you're DJ Hilka, you know what I mean? You're popping, you're doing your thing, you know what I mean?
Everything is confidence.
How has life changed with the ladies?
Woo!
How has life changed?
Be honest.
Are you do you have a special Mrs. Hilka, or are you enjoying life and enjoying the finer things?
Actually, there is someone in my life. I can't lie. Yeah.
Speak on it, cuz.
And that person will come out and the right time is
absolutely
100%. Shout out to her.
Everything that's great, keep it private in this country.
Facts, that's how it's gonna be, because this country is like a zoo. We already know what time it is.
We already know what time it is.
We already know what time it is. Alhamdulillah. Anyway.
But you're in a good situation. You are warm in the winter. That's what he's saying. He's warm in the winter.
One thing that we forgot that I actually wanted to share with you guys.
Course.
For the first time, anybody that who's listening to me, give it a 1 or 2. Like I'm talking about the audience that who's listening this podcast. Give a 1 or 2 prayers in Somalia, because our people are dying right now.
Oh, absolutely.
And everybody lost some parents, relatives. Like we lost all of our loves, like the ones we care. Please pray for them if you're hearing me, and pray for everybody that you lost. And if you never lost, pray for them to never lose in coronavirus that happening in Somalia right now.
Absolutely. We actually, sometimes we like to have so much fun here. And the good thing about this group is we are very tight-knit when it comes to our culture, when it comes to our family members, when it comes to trials and tribulations. So sometimes we'll take it off topic and say something like this that's very heavy and very important to all of us. And thank you so much, Hilka, for bringing that up. It is major coronavirus issue happening in Somalia. I actually have been in contact with a couple of different fundraising, one of them being the brothers at Istar that are starting a campaign soon. I don't have much details.
Actually, we're making a fundraising on one fundraising all of the world. Any person who also like any Somali person, like everybody have responsibility to do that fundraising.
I actually have one in my bio too. Part
of North America, people who are working, who are doing the donation, the fundraising. I'm part of it, especially Canada, Toronto. So we're Muhammad Istar is one of us. We're doing anybody who, if you see any e-transfer, just send it. Don't worry about who's going to it. It's just sadaqah for you. If you see e-transfer that goes to a person that needs oxygen and who is in Somalia, just pay anything you can.
Absolutely.
Don't ask which e-transfer it is. If somebody asks you, this is the e-transfer, and this is for sadaqah e-transfer in Somalia, the oxygen for the coronavirus, just do it. That's all I'm just saying. And there is too many fundraisers, and it goes to one way, which is your akhirah. So just do it.
It's a very good point, because in this world, we, like Bella said, I think it was a few episodes ago, that one issue is for you, the other one's against you. We get caught up in our day-to-day enjoying the good times, and the hard times we end up getting too caught up in trying to fix what the problem is. But it all comes down to, do you really believe? Because there's a verse in the Bible. Don't ask me why I read the Bible. And Jesus says in the Bible, if thou can believe, all things are possible for him that believes. Every single person goes through hardships. Every single person is going to make a decision that takes them forward or backwards. At the end of the day, the only beacon that gets us to where we want to go is that belief system, that confidence. Who do you believe you are? Some people gain confidence in interactions with others. Other people are empowered by a belief that they hold deep inside of them. Those are different types of people, and everybody has confidence and everybody has a lack of self-confidence at times. Nobody always has it on them. You know what I mean? It comes down to, are you willing to fight the next day? Every single person goes to sleep, and then the next day comes. Are you still going to do what you were doing yesterday, or are you going to get caught up in today?
They say you should look at life as one day the battle of Badr, and the next day is the battle of Uhud. Victory is not forever and loss is not forever, right? And so we look at things like this, like what's going on in Somalia. I had so much family members that went to Somalia last summer. Everything was beautiful. They were talking about how Canada, I remember my aunt telling me, that's why all this stuff is happening to them and stuff like that. Only because Somali people think, obviously, we're in a kufr land and things happen, but I
think we're blessed. I think we're righteous.
I feel like we're more lucky that we're in here because we have the more resources. It scares me when it says stuff like, oh, you need $200 oxygen for you to be able to survive, and then somebody can't even afford that. And that's what it goes back to African health system, how corrupt it is, because everything is about money. But
And
so
guess
if
that
we
person
have that
is
money,
your mother.
of course.
Let's say that. What if that person is your mother? What if that person is your father? What if that person is your sister, your brother? Just like that. It is just like that. Who is suffering right now is your brother,
Absolutely.
your mother, your sister, your father, your uncle, your grandpa. He is your family. She is your family. So just help.
I like how you said that when something like that comes to you, like an e-transfer or like a GoFundMe page, a lot of the times people would rather question the authenticity than to just send the money. Allah always knows our intention, you know? So it's like, I made it a habit that whatever is sent to me, instead of questioning where it's going, and because obviously GoFundMe has its policies. You don't want to go around sending people, you know, money for fun, but just know that the intention counts, and Allah is always with us and He sees us. And so when we have pandemics like this, $200 is a phone bill sometimes in Canada. If you're with Rogers, you know what I'm talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's
$200 phone bill. I don't know who you're.
Well, I sometimes, you know, but thank you, Hilka, for taking the time to say that. That was needed.
Since we're talking about confidence, I wanted to tell you guys about 11 myths about self-confidence. And the first one is you are either born with it or without it. Or you either have self-confidence or you don't. That's false. Self-confidence is a skill. You can develop it. You can conquer it. You just need to do the work. Number 2, smart, talented, skillful, handsome, and successful people are confident. That is false. Self-confidence is not based on status, gifts, or look. Number 3, people who perform well are highly self-confident. That is also false. There are many people who do not relate their performance or behavior to their worth. Number 4, comparing ourselves to others and seeing how much more we are increases our self-confidence. That's false. Actually, comparing ourselves to others, regardless of how many things we have, feeds our fears and insecurities, all the parts of ourselves that we feel as a weakness. Number 5, self-confidence is an essential ingredient to success. That's false. Yeah, all successful people are full of self-confidence. Yeah, right. Many times it can be quite the opposite. People who lack confidence and have a low sense of self-worth may diligently pursue success to prove their worth to themselves. Number 6, people with self-confidence are arrogant. False. The truth is, many people who suffer from arrogance are trying to cover their insecurities. Number 7, we will gain confidence once we have achieved. That's false. We dare do exactly what we want because we feel confident doing it. Number 8, receiving acknowledgement increases someone's confidence. False. Only when a person is able to acknowledge his or her own achievements, actions, talents, skills, will his or her self-confidence consistently increase. Number 9, only self-confident people take risks, not necessarily. If you are self-confident, that might not feel like such a risk, right? Risk takers are disengaged from the outcome of the action taken. They may lack self-confidence, but they have a strong commitment to the purpose of the risk. Number 10, only a big accomplishment can restore our self-confidence. False. Small changes, tiny steps can make a big difference. Number 11, a low-profile person is someone with low self-confidence. There may be cases where a low-profile person also has low self-confidence, but this is definitely not a rule. A low-profile person may well be a very confident introvert. So what do you guys think about those 11 myths about self-confidence?
So many of them.
Bro, 11
was kind of... Hey.
Okay, I thought you were going to finish this.
No, listen.
5 seconds.
No.
I had a question for DJ Hilka.
Yeah. So
What's that?
you said one of the ones you said is right here.
Just speak about one of them.
So you're either born with it or born without it, and that's false. And I believe that's false.
Yeah, that's
Because,
false.
I'll
Bro, confidence? Confidence, like, it's like
nobody can tell me they're confident their whole life.
If God shows you the way to get a confidence, you will get a confidence.
Absolutely.
Like confidence, like you trust in yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself.
You grow into it though, confidence, because it can be shattered at any time.
Let's say Nomad is my friend, eh?
Yes.
He's always tell me, yo, get up. let's go to work,
Yes.
make money. Let's go to work, make money. And I'll say, yo, I'm tired. I don't want to go make money.
You don't want it.
He is going making money. When he getting the paycheck, me, I don't have no money, eh?
Yeah.
Then I'll see, yo, I don't have, bro, you are always lazy. You don't get up. Go and walk.
Sounds like me.
That makes me confidence. I will believe in myself that I can do that, what Nomad will do, and I will go and chase after the money, and I'll come back and enjoy with my brother.
Absolutely.
Confidence.
So your confidence, it's more like you need to be challenged. If somebody challenges you to do something,
Not on a bad way, eh?
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
like
of course.
I don't,
Yeah.
like,
Not like
I'm
you're
like,
not
how can
competing.
I reach the level that my brother reached?
Yes.
And we can enjoy it together.
Yes.
Simple.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's life.
You're not bringing somebody down. You're going up with them, and you guys are bringing each other up. That's
Yes.
part of confidence.
You know, I'll tell you how self-confident I am.
It's the eyebrows for me.
I love it. I love it. Go ahead.
Come
Go
on,
ahead.
like, get out of here with this eyebrow talk.
Who do you think does
I
it?
always talk about how I'm broke. And Bella is almost as khali as my camel. So
Okay.
every time I talk about broke, she gives me a disgusted look.
I've
She's
never in
always
my life
saying,
given
Karbun. Okay?
He's always lied about me.
When it
Nigga,
comes
I'm broke
to,
too. Why you think I'm working 2 jobs?
when it
bro?
comes to it,
What do you think I'm working 2 jobs for? You think I wake up 6 o'clock in the morning because I'm rich?
people look at me like I'm crazy. I set myself a goal to get married this summer, inshallah.
Inshallah.
We think you're crazy because of that.
Nomad-
That has nothing to do with being broke.
Nomad's here saying he is broke. How are you gonna get married when you are broke, Nomad? Ain't no girl gonna marry you with
But broke
nothing.
is just a mind state.
No. Here's
Not
the thing,
everybody knows what broke is. Broke to everybody is different. There's
Here's the
different
thing,
perspective of
though.
life.
That 50K is
Be who
waiting
you
for
are.
you still.
Come on.
50K in my head, that's a you
That
problem.
50K
That's a
is
you
waiting for
That's a
problem.
you
brother.
problem right there.
Brother, you have the wrong podcast.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Our girls are worth more than 50,000, bro.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my goodness.
That's
counts
why
you
I
gonna
sat
give them?
right beside him, you guys.
That's why DJ Hilka
shillings?
gets
That's
all
why
the
I gotta
girls.
get away from Smooth and Nomad
talking
and
about
start
50,000
the
shillings.
spin show.
Broski's
with-
talking about shillings. Broski's talking about shillings.
That's why we gotta do the spin-off show with Bella and DJ Hilka because we speak the same language. Horta.
Yeah.
No, it's DJ Hilka's first time here, you know what I mean? He's saying, we gotta support the 50K ahead.
No, he's talking
I ain't
his shit.
saying, I ain't saying support.
Yeah.
But what I'm
he's saying we
what I'm
worth more
saying
than
is,
that.
let's
Get
be
the-
clear. Let's be clear, eh?
Yeah, let's be clear.
After
The
DJ Hilka, I
person
have a
that
question
you're,
for you.
the girls that you're talking about, who's waiting that 50K,
Yeah.
included your sister, bro.
Yes.
Yeah. No, my sister's worth more than 50K.
Hey!
That's what I just
That's
said
for
right
sure.
now.
You guys
No,
see
but
that
That's what I said.
exclusiveness, right?
Our
Yeah, no, of
girls
course. Come on now.
worth more than $1
Little
million,
smoothie.
bro.
Yeah, so let's get
That's what I
back.
said.
Let's get
So
back
let's get
to
back to the topic.
Let's
right
get
now.
back to how you gonna say you're broke. I have a question for you.
Hi.
Broke is a word, right?
I have
It
a
is.
question for DJ
And
Hilka.
it means something different for every
Everybody.
single person.
For sure.
So for Smooth, broke could be 10 bands.
Yeah.
For Bella, it could be 50 bands. For DJ Hilka, it could be 100 bands. For me, you don't know.
Yeah.
I do not talk about all the accomplishments that I
the
have.
financials.
I don't
for sure.
talk about this is who I
Yeah.
am, that. Be who you are and say what you feel.
I'm from the mud.
Because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter won't mind. So, and I want something more, how do I say it?
Real.
Companionship. I want a companionship. So when I see me getting belittled when I talk to a girl and I tell her da, I'm just testing to see what happens. Because I'm confident in myself. I know where I'm going to go. I know what I'm going to get.
I love
and
that.
I believe in myself.
Yeah.
I've always believed in
Let me
myself.
tell you something, eh? Me, my role model is, what if I tell you, is DJ Khaled.
Who
Get out.
That makes
my
sense.
role model.
Makes a lot of sense. You know,
That's
I
my
said
role
you
model.
remind me of him.
Yeah.
I don't like him. I don't like DJ Khaled because of he have money. It's because of he have mentions. Because of he have private jets. Nah, I don't like him because of that. I like him because of he motivates me every single morning. I watch DJ
They don't
Khaled
want you to
every single
win.
morning. I watch DJ
Don't
Khaled
listen to
every
them.
morning.
All I do is win.
That's what I do. I watch DJ Khaled motivation every single morning when I.
Yeah, he has a way that he speaks. Let's speak to Mr. Nomad. You know, he's trying to make it seem like women all they want is money. Let me tell you something. Money makes the world go around. We didn't make that rule. The rule was put in place. So
Why do you say that?
Wait, the money because
Why do you say
you
that?
need to physically live and survive off of money.
Of course.
So
You
just
don't
'cause-
have to.
Wait. So
can't live in a
so
box, bro.
I don't
You can't live
mind.
in a
Like I
box.
said. I would date a guy that doesn't have the same income as me or even has a lower income than me. But if we're speaking at this adult age, the first conversation, if a guy said to me, I'm broke, you're throwing me off.
Okay.
And it's not because I care about your brokenness. It's like, are you asking me for help? Like, what do you need? All of a sudden, I'm shocked now. I'm thinking like, it's like a cry out for help a little bit. And I'm thinking, I would never be like, I'm like, I think this guy needs me to help him. What's going on? Is everything okay? Like that. But then I feel like with men, when you start doing that, all of a sudden they're like, oh my gosh, she's belittling me. So it's like men want to be vulnerable, but don't want to be vulnerable. So I've seen guys that tell me, yo, I'm shaking, and it's okay with me. Like, I'm not from a place where that's not foreign. That conversation is not foreign. And I think a lot of the people that you speak to, I don't think that conversation is foreign. I don't know which Brampton youth is going to. Like, we're all from the mud, and we've all had a situation or been around people that, it doesn't rain forever. You get it?
You're right.
So I think the stigma of like, I'm broken and people running away, those people should be running away, because then it's going to show you who the real people are. But I think that the way you're saying it, maybe I would run away too. Don't say I'm broke. Say something like financial hardship. I've been through here. There's other adult ways to say, this is not the time right now, but give me a few. How you're like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. When I hear that, then I'm like, okay, we're going to hold it down. But I think it's how everything in this world is how you word things, right? Because we all been down and out. It is what it is. With the ladies, so
I actually want to reply to that. I have to reply to that.
all right.
We got ourselves a life lesson going on, guys.
Yeah.
In the middle of the show. Continue.
You don't know how I tell a girl that I'm
okay,
broke.
sorry. Then I'm
Right?
okay. Sorry.
Not
okay,
every
I'm wrong. I jumped
girl
to conclusion.
is looking for money. There's a
hijab.
lot of righteous Somali girls in this world.
The first time.
That's what I'm looking for.
The first time me and Nomad are ever gonna get on the same page.
And last week I told you, I said last week, I under promise, over deliver. Because in life, you gotta have surprises. You gotta have fun. You can't just give it all out right away. You slow steps. You gotta enjoy the process. I love adventure. I love being spontaneous.
Facts.
DJs like that all the time. You like to experience something new every day, right?
I like to learn every day.
Every day is a learning experience.
I have a question for DJ Hilka.
Hi.
The Somali men, especially my co-host here, they have a stigma, right? Right, Somali guys. You guys like to have, girl that stays home, that's not really out there. If you're out all the time, you're doing too much. If you're basharan too much, naktan, what did you get? It's gupte. That means bait man never lay low. That's what UK people say. If you're a bait, you never lay low. But I feel like with you, like, fly, you're flashy. You know what I'm trying to say? You guys need to see the vision of DJ Hilka, first of all. And then on top of that, you are a DJ, so you probably have to go to parties, you have to mingle with people. People like me will know you. People are going to salam you on the street. How does that hinder your dating life? Does that affect you? Because me, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a jealous type of person. So you can't even look at somebody. Even DJ, why is she calling you? I have the book appointment. I'll do that for you. That's the type of person I am. So how do you have a successul relationship? Don't speak about this.
All right, so now you're a secretary. Okay, I got it. Another notch. Okay, go ahead.
I knew it, you guys. It can't happen. It's just not from me. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't want T-Bush that early in life,
Let me tell you now.
It can't happen. He said it already. There's no more.
It's
hard.
Because of it's nature.
It's nature. Women are jealous.
It's one of our blessings that God gave us.
He trying to hit that, you guys. He's trying to hit us with the 4 wives indirectly. Is that it?
To me, I don't think it's worth it.
Okay, you're missing
4
What is better
wives,
for you?
4 people's time. You don't need to do that. These 3 other
amazing. I never
guys
thought like that. Why even waste all of our time?
Yeah.
So 1 is enough to you, because this is Afro you're only 1 person. That's like, to me, my lifestyle. That's what I'm on. But what's in the Quran, it's in the Quran. I believe it.
But it says that in the Quran, though. It says you're permitted 4, but 1 is better for you.
Why you are 1? So you need to just have 1 person in your life.
Absolutely.
And the second thing is, one thing that alhamdulillah, the person that I'm with is a person with a good faithful.
Of course.
It's everywhere.
The heart is there always, right? The heart is there always. Shout out to her because of
Yeah. You know what that means? Yeah.
You're saying all the things Bella loves hearing.
But she always trusts me, and
Without trust, you have nothing.
and she always tell me like, yo, I'm always with you.
Yep.
No matter what, I'm down with you. No matter what, show me that you believe in me, and I'll show you back. That's all. That's how we communicate.
How do you do
that's
it?
how people have, like, I think that's how people needs to communicate.
Wow.
You feel
Does she
me?
have a sister?
Actually, I don't want to respond that.
Yeah.
I don't want to respond that.
We could have been brothers now.
No, being with you for the rest of his life, like, go ask his man.
She's hating on me like usual.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, I don't want to
So
be.
what you're saying is, you listen to her when she says it's time to go home.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Check. والله مش صعبة. Yeah.
Of
Yeah?
course, bro. Of course, bro. The
That's
thing
what
is-
happens. You know what? Women have hikmah.
No,
you know,
because
we
if
see
you
things, you know?
if you don't listen to her, she won't listen you back.
Yep. You heard that
That's
right.
how life goes, my brother.
That's not how life goes.
There is some certain times that you need to listen, and there is some certain times that you don't need to listen.
But
That you need to explain later on.
You know,
But you
like-
just don't need to listen right now. I feel you. That's the times that you're talking about. And don't worry about
You
it.
gotta
Just
think
do
it's
it.
quiet.
Tomorrow, you will just gonna explain that, you know?
Absolutely.
But majority, you have to listen. The person that you have.
Absolutely.
especially a Somali woman, right?
Yes. Not especially
else?
our all African women's, bro. All African women's are same, bro. But Somalis are too hotty.
Yeah.
Too hot, you know? Too
hot?
sauce, bro.
Never listen to a
Our
Somali
Somali girls
woman
are
with two L's.
Bro, you have to, bro, because
You have to.
you have
I have
to,
two
bro,
A's.
because you used to listen to your mother. You have to listen to your wife.
Of course.
You have to listen to your sister.
Hey, that boy, happy
Fact.
wife, happy life.
That's it.
Dumar qurha
But yo,
What she loves hearing. This is her favorite time. والله وحاله
عادي
جعل.
معها.
Shakira Gabi, yeah? DJ Hilka's talking. I just wanted to hear that, and I'm very happy that you used the word trust, and then you didn't use it only upon yourself. You didn't say, this is my lifestyle. She met me like this, like how a regular
I
Somali guy
can't
would
say that. I'm a human being.
Stop
I'm-
judging Somali guys, yeah?
You said
I didn't
this is
born
a
being a
two-way.
DJ, you know? I didn't born being a DJ. Like, I didn't came out being a DJ,
So
bro.
humble.
I was just a human being, eh? And when I'm going to the grave, I will just go with
A human
only me. You understand?
So you
So
have to
that's
be-
that's who I am. This lifestyle, what do I do with a DJ? With my hands? Yeah, I can lose my hands tomorrow.
Absolutely. So you have
So
to keep
who's
your
gonna call me
humbleness,
a
your
DJ?
character. Yeah.
People will say he used to be a DJ, right?
Yeah.
So what that DJ thing's doing for me, nothing. But I'm just all I
love it,
believe
though.
is just I love it.
But
Music,
he's saying
what I
it's
love
part of
is
him,
music.
but it's not him. You know, it's a
understand?
part of him. It's not him.
Yes. So life is be humble. Know who are you. Know where you came from. Limit your lifestyle. Trust in yourself and go for it.
That's a big fact.
Don't wait the results. Just do and let it be good. That's
I love
all.
the way you say that. I love the way you say that because there's a saying that you should not fear failure, but you should fear not trying.
Yes, one thing I wanted to tell you guys, I was nominated 2 times. I've been nominated 2 times in AMA, Asia Music Award.
Get out.
Yeah, 2000.
You know, DJ Hilka is dropping us with a lot of. You know, I thought I did my homework on you, like from thinking
Yeah,
of you coming
everybody
to
can see
Malaysia
it.
and stuff like that. But you're hitting
Everybody
me
can
with
see it.
facts.
Everybody can see
And
it.
I
When
feel
you're on my
underready.
Instagram, when you're on my Instagram account, you can see it.
On bio.
So
Yeah.
drop your Instagram account for the people that don't know it.
DJ Hilka official. That's it. DJ. If you write DJ Hilka HILL, you will just see me there. Don't
You have
worry.
double L too? Just like Bella?
Yeah,
Wow.
double L.
Wow.
Tolka,
I get
told
it.
you.
I get
Come
it.
on.
I get what's happening.
on.
here.
So I've been nominated on 2 times, which is 2018 to 2020, and 2020 I was in Toronto when I been nominated 2020 to 2022. So it's all about confidence. Right now, I won't just come to you and just tell you I been nominated 2 times in AMA. I am top 5 DJ in Asia right now.
Wow.
The 5th biggest DJ in Asia, which how you call, I don't know, but
I think you're number 1.
no, it's not
For
about
us, right?
Yeah, for us, you're number one.
number
You know
one.
that.
and I competed with 30 different countries, and I was representing Somalia.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And we're top
And
5.
that's what I like. My confidence is I like to represent people. I don't like to make and go make money from my people. I like to represent them the way that my like eldest people did it, like Mo Farah. like Ahmed Abdi Billah Abdi.
Abdi Billah Abdi.
Kenan, shout out to Kenan, the sixth Toronto.
Big ups.
They represent us.
A nation, yep.
But they
put
don't
us on
make
the map.
money over us. They represent us. So that's what I'm trying. That's the level that where I'm trying to reach. If I don't die, inshallah.
You know, like you talk about how you're always pushing to be better and stuff like that. You have a power inside of you that was I don't know how to say it, but like it was inherited. You know, I want you to tell the people the story about your father, who was a hero in Somalia.
Actually,
come on, you got it.
My dad passed away in 2007, December. I still remember it was Friday, 11 a.m. in the morning. December 7th, 2007. My dad was actually my own role model that I always try to be like him. But I don't know if I'm gonna be him or not. I don't think I'm gonna be him.
But
anyway,
you're gonna be better than him, though.
I don't think I'm gonna be close to
say that.
I will try my best to be close to him, but I don't know if I'm gonna be like even close to him. You know.
Your life just started, though. You don't know where you're gonna go.
Actually, my dad was in the Somalia government in Somalia.
Like your dad was part of the Somali government, right?
Since 19
what year? Like
since
during Siad Barre's time?
Yeah, in Siad Barre's time he was in the Somali Navy.
Okay.
After that, when after Siad Barre, when the Bukhi came,
when the Civil War broke out in the early 1990s.
My dad became just normal businessman. Actually, I was young, man. I don't even remember that time.
Me too,
you know?
Yeah.
But he was a businessman. So when it came, the government of presidents, I think it was the fifth president, Dr. Abdul Salah Hassan. When he came, then that's when my dad joined back the government. And then he started to work in Mogadishu. Like I'm talking about Banadr State, Gobolka Banadr, like
the region of Banadr,
yeah. He started to work there. Then then after that he became the second Gudoomiye ku-xigeenka Gobolka Banadr.
Vice chair.
He became Duqa Magaalada and Gudoomiyaha Gobolka Banadr when Abdul Qasim was there. When Abdul Qasim finished in his time and Abdullahi Yusuf came the sixth president, Allah Haristo. My dad, they announced him again to be the second mayor of Dina Siyasa, the politics side, and he was the second mayor of Mogadishu, Gudoomiye ku-xigeenka koowaad markii laga saaro Maxamed Deere, Allah Haristo, Gudoomiyaha America. Markii laga soo gudbo, my dad was the second, and that's when he passed away doing the duty of the country. So
big family in the government.
Yeah, you come from a legendary family.
Land Cruisers. That's what you guys are driving.
You got a big responsibility, big shoes.
What if I tell you, my dad, Allah Haris, what if I tell you that time that he was working and he was doing his duty, sometimes that he used to be Kusimaha Gudoomiyaha Gobolka Banadr, which means whole of Ontario done. He is the first, like Marko Buha Gudoomiyaha Ontario done Marko Buha. Like the second person would be the first, eh?
Yes.
My dad was like that, eh? And he was driving his car like when he wants to go and visit my grandma, she was staying where the government was not controlling.
Allowed to go.
Was not allowed to go. My dad used to go there. Barabah, if you like, who knows, in Mogadishu, it's the other side of Mogadishu, so Al-Shabaab and all that.
Everything, yeah,
and against the government, like everybody's there.
It's unsafe, yeah.
It's not safe. And my dad used to drive his car sometimes, or used to be with his driver with no even gun. You're talking about soldiers that are supposed to be with him, more than 20 machine guns, nothing. He never even used to have a gun.
Is it because he's close with the people there? Or
it's not like
he'd rather not use violence?
Like he was not a violent person actually. And my dad passed away. He had a bomb explosion before 5 months. He passed away, and nothing happened to him.
MashaAllah.
And the people who were beside him, some people lost their legs, some people their hand, some people lost everything. Some people died in the car, and he was like nothing happened to him. After 6 months, after 5 months, December. Then 2 days before that, he just got sick. And imagine he had a diabetic, cholesterol, and blood pressure. When we took him to the hospital and checked everything, nothing's there. He was okay. The second day is the day that he's dying.
Wow.
Yeah. And he died in his bed while he is enjoying. And that bomb explosion happened to him and nothing happened to him.
It's the qadr of Allah. You know, a lot of people, they don't know that no one knows how our ending is. We think that we're in a near-death experience and we could die in our sleep. That's the beauty of our religion. We really believe when it's your time, it's your time. You were saying how you lost your father. I lost my father this year, 2020, September 5th. And my father was very young. He was the youngest of his brothers. A lot of the kids in the neighborhood knew him very well because he was like very known in the area. Was happy person. Yes. My dad played soccer with the kids in the community, broke his hand twice, did not listen to us. We're saying young is not 40, okay? You hitting 60, you are not 50 years old. Okay, stop. And so, wallahi, he's been healthy his whole life, and the same thing happened. My father has never slept overnight in a hospital. And so when he was visiting Zambia, he had like a stroke-like incident, and then he went to the hospital. And I remember my stepmother saying, he's been feeling like not being able to function one side of his body. And then it wasn't until my sister was like, you have to go to the hospital. I think you're kind of having a stroke, because my sister's a nurse, right? And my father's like, you're young. You know, some people, they're just not in tune yet. That's not me. He goes, I don't want to go into these hospitals. They have corona. And I'm going to come back to Canada. I'm going to come, you know? And that same day that we forced him to go, was a Sunday afternoon. I had a regular conversation with him, go to the hospital. He was like, I'm going to try to pray, and then I'm going to go. And then we told him, you're having a Quran Sar. Your brother's going to come get you. We tricked him into going to the hospital. And then Allah ya rahmu, he passed away around Fajr of that same day. And so it was actually a shock to me. Like, wallahi, it's
actually, he never used to be in a hospital.
He's never slept one night in a hospital.
That was my dad.
My father has never been sick.
That was my father.
I broke my hand. I fell from a story in Regent Park. I got so many stitches in my lifetime. He used to be like, Gavina, what is wrong with her? I came from World War II, 92, and I've never seen a hospital. You know, so it was like Superman. You know, you thinking your father is like this guy. He watches his health. He's very jirkis, he's very nice. He works out. And so just a connection that you have with your father. Of course, we all have that with our fathers. It's just, I'm pretty sure you're a little bit shocked, right? Like of that passing. So I just wanted to say my condolences, and may Allah reunite us in Jannah with them. Of course.
Shout out to our moms.
Of course.
My mom struggled for me. My mom sacrificed all of her life for me and my sisters, just to make us reach a better life and do something for our life. Shout out to our mothers, Of
course.
And if you lost your mother and you hear me, let's just where were you?
Me.
Where were you? Like, you were been asking me a question. You've been asking me a question. Mr. Smoothie, where is Nomad? You've been asking me a question. Now I became the talkative, eh?
Yes, of course. Because you know what it is? Sometimes we get lost in topics, and it's like we never usually have a guest, and you're like not a guest, you're a family. He's part of the crew, and so I got tired of listening to these two and them ganging up on me. I feel like I have, Gudomiya is here. What is it, Gudomiya in English?
Gudomiya means
for him, because I know what Gudomiya means. Is mayor? Is it mayor?
It's not the mayor. It's
government official.
No, it's
so you're wrong. You don't know what it means.
El Capo Presidente.
It's just like master.
Gudomiya.
The master, yeah.
You didn't know that. We both learned it
so we had the
together.
Gudomiya. So we're putting DJ on the spot. We've laughed. We've talked about grief. In this place we like to have some fun, and then we like to get to serious. So you guys could see every part of us, and that we're humans, and that we don't just come here and put a facade on. So let's move on to our
Somali spotlight
of the day.
We're talking about confidence, and we gotta talk about the most confident Somali person in the world.
Bella with 2 L's.
Okay, so now we've reached our Somali spotlight, and today our Somali spotlight will be on ILHAN Omar.
The confident.
Come on, the confident. ILHAN Omar is an American politician serving as the U.S. representative for Minnesota's 5th congressional district since 2019. She is the first Somali American, the first naturalized citizen of African birth and the first woman of color to represent Minnesota in the United States Congress. She is also the first two Somali women, along with Muslim woman, along with Rashida Tlaib, to serve in Congress. She has been subjected to several death threats, conspiracy theories, and harassment by political opponents, and she's also known to be the only one to get under Trump's skin and in his head. ILHAN Omar was born in Mogadishu on October 4th, 1982, and spent her early years in Baidoa, Somalia. Her father, Nur Omar, was a colonel in the Somali army under Siad Barre. Her mother, Fatima Abubakar Hussein, died when ILHAN was only 2 years old. After the civil war broke out in Somalia, ILHAN and her family spent 4 years in Dadaab refugee camp in Garissa County in Kenya near the Somalian border. ILHAN Omar's family secured asylum in the U.S. in 1995 and arrived in New York, then lived in Arlington, Virginia, before moving to and settling in Minneapolis, where her father worked as a taxi driver at first, before later working at the post office. At the age of 14, her grandfather took her caucus meeting, serving as a translator to him. Could this be where her love for politics grew from? She overcame bullying, gum being put on her hijab, being pushed down the stairs, and physical taunts while she was changing for gym class. She remembers her father's reaction to these incidents. He said, "They are doing something to you because they feel threatened in some way by your existence." So he was telling her, be strong no matter what. She graduated from North Dakota University in 2011 at the age of 29 in a bachelor's in political science and international studies. So, boys and girls, just so you know, there's no age limit for education.
Never.
She did that at her 29th year. So all you people that think you're old at 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, no, you're not. There's no such thing as old when it comes to education. So always pursue that education. In 2012, she served as a campaign manager for Kari Desdik's re-election campaign. 2013, she managed Andrew Johnson's campaign for Minneapolis City Councilor. After Johnson was elected, she served 2 years as senior policy aide. She was attacked in 2013 at caucus meetings by 5 people and was injured. She was warned the day before that meeting that not to go, but she still went. She didn't let that hiccup stop her. She kept going. After overcoming obstacle after obstacle, finally ILHAN got her break and became the first Somali American legislator in the United States and got sworn in January 3rd, 2017. After all that, I want everybody to listen and learn. Like, ILHAN Omar had many things against her. There was many people that rooted against her. There's many people that didn't want her to get to where she wanted to get to. Mm-hmm. But that never ever stopped her. She never let her age. She never let her race. She never let her ethnicity. She never let anything get in the way of her dream. And her father was the one that raised her since she was 2 years old. So for the people that come from single parent homes, sometimes it's not a disadvantage, sometimes it's an advantage. Mm-hmm. Sometimes that parent could be the one you need more than anything.
Big fact.
So what did you want to say, Hilka?
So let me ask you a question.
Go right ahead.
What makes her reach the target that she wanted to reach?
Confidence. So ILHAN Omar is somebody that inspires all of us because she overcame a whole lot of hardships, a lot of different challenges. Everybody was telling her she can't do it. Did she listen? No. What did she do? She believed in herself and she kept going. In life, you're gonna fall. Like Jay-Z said, hit the ground, bounce up like round ball.
Wowzer.
You gotta keep going. In life, it's always about not what happens to you, it's what you do about it.
It's not what happens, it's what happens next.
That's facts. So now we're gonna move on to our last section, and my brother Nomad is gonna take over from here.
Ooh, we're gonna get it real deep with the glad tidings today, because this is a story that blows my mind, and when I analyze it, it shocks me. We're going to be talking about Musa alayhi salam when he was anointed the prophethood. He was walking in the valley of Tuwa with his family when he seen a fire, and he went to go over to the fire to see if he could get some of the fire to help his family illuminate themselves while they're walking in the desert. And this is the moment he met Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the verses we're going to be talking about is when Allah tells Musa alayhi salam that he needs to go to Pharaoh and he needs to tell him to bow down and worship his Lord. And this is very, very important because at the time, Pharaoh is the most powerful man in the world, and Musa alayhi salam was a nobody. So Musa alayhi salam, when Allah told him to go to Pharaoh, he said in verses 25 to 28 in Surah Taha, "O my Lord, expand my chest with confidence and ease my affair. Untie the knot from my tongue so that they may understand my speech." And this is a powerful dua. This is something that I say before I'm going into an uncomfortable situation, something that I need to overcome. Because these 3 verses is what allowed Musa alayhi salam, by the good graces of Allah, the ability to feel the calming, the self-confidence, the ability to trust his own judgment that everything will be okay. And you got to remember, if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else in this world will.
That's all. That's all about yourself and your lifestyle.
Amen to that.
Yeah, and next week we're going to be talking about mental illnesses, and mindset is something we talk about over and over again, week after week. And mental illnesses there's a stigma with mental illness where people dismiss it. People think that it's not real. You know how you say like just worship your Lord or just do this, and we don't address the underlying issues. We're going to talk about this subject that's really a big stigma in the Somali community. People do talk about it, but not as much attention it needs to get. I want to say thank you guys for joining us on this unfinished journey. Always remember to believe in yourself. We believe in you, and we believe in every single person in this world that they have a gift and a superpower.
And thank you, DJ Hilka, for joining us. You know what I mean? Being a humble guest. You know,
A humble guest at
You know
that.
what I mean? Just kicking it with us, sitting back, taking time out your day. We know you're busy. You know what I mean? You put us in the schedule. We appreciate you. You feel me?
For
Anytime.
even being vulnerable with us, giving us your journey, how everything started, who you are as a person. It's one thing to know you as a professional. It's another thing to know you as a friend and a colleague. And I'm very honored to have you on our show today.
I'm actually thanking you guys to have you. Actually, not me, to have you guys. Because I see where you guys are going, eh? I see where you guys are going. All I need to say is, ladies and gentlemen, I got a name by DJ Hilka, and summer is on the way. You know what time it is.
You know what time it is.
Yeah, it's almost the party time.
Hey, we want to be outside.
Come on.
Yeah.
From today, bookings are available. You guys can come and book. Summer is on the way. Let's do that. Let's go.
So any events, any things that they let us do once Corona's over, DJ Hilka's available. Little small parties, big parties, whatever it is.
I love underground parties. Any underground party, let me know.
I do not support that.
Lottie,
I want you to enjoy yourself.
Lottie, Dottie, we like to
party.
That's it. I get it. All right, and that's unfinished for today.
Let's go.